Hi, this is Christy from Hobby Hopping. This is my first video tutorial, so bear with me. I'm going to show you today a really quick, easy technique for coloring with Distress inks. So I have this cute little chick from the Stamping Boutique, and I'm going to color it using some Wild Honey, which is right here, and a little bit of Spiced Marmalade and Dried Marigold. So what I'm going to do first is with my ink blending tool, and this is just the Tim Holtz tool that is usually in your craft store right there with the Distress inks, and you're using the ink blending foam, not the felt for this, and you're just going to, just like as if you're inking a piece of paper, you just want to color your image in with your all over color. It's easiest to do this technique on simple images that don't involve a whole lot of colors, because doing detail with Distress ink is a little bit more difficult. But you're just gonna blend that in until you have a color that you like, and there we go. That's his basic color there. Now I'm going to go in with a slightly darker orange to do things like his beak and his feet. And I'm using one of these little ink daubers from Sukaneko, and it just fits right on your finger, and it's nice for getting into those smaller areas. And we're just going to quickly add a little bit more color to him here. And this technique, it's not about being exact with your coloring, obviously, because if you wanted that, you'd be using markers or colored pencils or whatever. This is more of a soft look. And Spiced Marmalade is a little bit of a darker orange, and this time I'm going to use a Fantastics with a pointed tip, and with the Spiced Marmalade, is that what I'm using? Yeah, Spiced Marmalade, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of color on the tip of that and add in a little bit more, and this just helps it to pop a little bit better. The Dried Marigold is a pretty similar color to that Wild Honey, so put a little bit of shadow underneath his wing here, and then I want to color his little patches. And like I said, this is a fun technique. It's really quick, as you can see by the fact that we're almost finished. It's great for if you need something in a hurry. Coloring with Copics, it would take me, gosh, a half hour to color this thing with Copics, but here it's really only been a couple of minutes. And now I'm just gonna blend that, especially in the shadows here, a little bit more with my ink dauber. I'll add a little bit of Dried Marigold to lighten it out, and just put a little bit more shadowing on him. And now he's all colored, and we just have to cut him out and add him to our card. And so now I've cut him out and he's all ready to go. Obviously this is a technique that you'll only use when you're planning to cut out your image, because obviously you don't want all of the extra colored stuff on your final card. But nice, easy, fun technique for when you're cutting out your image and when you have a nice little simple image to work with. So hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.